an issue that has created a bad situation with an appraisal and the HVCC specifically? Give me a raise of the hand. An appraisal with either an out-of-area appraiser, did a drive-by only, didn't bother to actually get out of the car and go look at the property, called you, the agent, for the information because they had no clue as to what they were doing, or refused to even look at information that you gave them, how you came up with your value. If you would please put that in a brief synopsis as to what happened. Property was listed at this, appraiser was from Thousand Oaks, came in, wouldn't look at the comps, didn't take condition into consideration, anything like that, and what the result of the situation was. When Dolores gets up here, she'll explain a little bit more about what we're trying to do with the legislation in conjunction with the HVCC.
I never realized how much of a voice we really have and what kind of a difference that we make. You know, you go into the Capitol building and you have the Assembly men and women on one side and you have the Senate on the other side. And what we do on one of those days is that we literally have a booklet that shows us who all of our congressional leaders are, and we hit the ones that are in our district and we pound on the door nicely and we sit down and we talk to them. And you want to know what I found? Many of them are absolutely clueless of the things that we are facing. You know, we walk in there armed with our little pink sheets, and then we have a nicer version that we hand to them that explains the situation and the position that we would like for them to take on those situations. The biggest one is the appraisal issues, trying to make appraisals portable, and in addition to that, trying to get some regulation for these appraisal management companies. Sheila was just gracious enough to put something in writing for me, and Bill Rue, our government affairs director, he ended up making multiple copies of this, and I mean every legislator that we could come across and their staff, we were handing them this horror story. That $10,000, $15,000, $30,000 difference in an appraisal can mean whether they short sell their house or they straight sell their house. And if they short sell their house, they could be open to a lot of different liabilities. Don't make it page upon page upon page. If you have a nightmare situation, maybe you've had to have 2 or 3 different appraisals, and maybe there's been such a variance in terms of the appraisal amounts. Whatever it is, please put it in writing. I would love to see if I could get, 15, 20 from this office. Just put those in writing. I know it's an inconvenience, but believe it or not, we're going, in October, we're going back to our CAR meetings, and this has kind of been shelved as of right now because the legislators want to see things in writing.